Welcome back to 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim's spoiler playthrough. I am Hemborg Chariot, and I'm here with my best friend Mirth Mauser.
Hello, hello! We're finally back for another session of recording. Hopefully to get through all the prologue this time. There shouldn't be too much left.
Hopefully. We've got 3 battles and 2 remembrance sections, but we also started, like, an hour and a half later than we wanted to. So we might not be able to get it all in, unfortunately. I'm still gonna have like 10 videos to publish after this. And I've got to edit all of them. Fucking hell.
I mean, hey, no shame in drip feeding them slowly. That's how you keep viewers.
Well, I'm gonna have to, with how long it takes to process and export everything.
It is 4K.
Let's get into it. Episode 5, beginning of the end.
Memory serves. This is the battle with Tomi and Megami.
Ooh, fuck yeah, this one. This song is Phenylalanine, and it's another of the best battle tracks in the game.
Let me double check to make sure you are correct.
Oh, I remember. Trust me, I remember. I listened to this one way too often to get the name wrong. This is Phenylalanine. All of the tracks in this game, I believe I mentioned this a couple of videos ago. All of the tracks for the battles in this game are named after amino acids, which is very interesting when you consider that during the battles they're inside their growth gestation pods. Just a neat little detail that they're managing to squeeze lore even into the names of tracks on the soundtrack. Attention to detail is just on point everywhere.
Insane attention to detail.
Sentinel can't take much more of this.
Also, she really has her tits up on the screen.
Yeah, Megami's probably the most fan-servicey of the portraits. Like, that
I personally think Usami's is. I guess we'll see in a second.
Yeah, if not her, it's definitely Usami. It's basically, one of them shows a lot of cleavage, one of them shows a lot of arse. Imagine if the guys got to have sexualized portraits, that'd be nice.
How am I supposed to damage it? Judging by the big crane, that one's probably a high quad. Tomi, why are you...
I love that Tomi knows the information without needing to look up the dossiers. Because of course she would. She's the one who discovered that these were all construction equipment for the terraforming project.
Right, I forgot about that detail.
So it makes sense that she wouldn't need to look it up like a lot of the other characters do. She already knows.
What are you so surprised about? This is my Sentinel, isn't it?
Again, really subtle foreshadowing and shit.
Seriously, Megumi, I wish you'd just told me. I have to apologize. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't be... Look. There's only one thing I want an apology for. I got that switch because you shot me, right?
Implying that Megami shot her best friend, as was established in the previous Remembrance chapter?
I guess this is technically their reconcile, after everything that, happens in Megami's story.
Pretty much.
But I still wish that the game did what you suggested, that you can feel a rift growing between them, and when they patch it up, there's more... catharsis for it.
Yeah, it would have been really good to see Megami get fleshed out more with other characters. Still keep the whole isolationism of her character, but, like, actually acknowledge it. Like, don't just have her not talk to basically everyone. Make a point of the fact that she used to talk to people and isn't anymore. It would have been more fitting for her character, in my opinion.
It would have gone such a long way.
Put it on my back? I'm gonna give myself a cramp swiping that thing.
God, Tomi's best girl. Sorry, what did you say?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh. Sound like you did. Discord might just be stupid.
Oh, it was probably the thing I said before and Discord cut it out. I already forgot what it was.
Oh, lol.
Oh well.
Gotta love Discord cutting out our voices. At least we've got OBS.
It'll come through.
Okay, yeah, OBS is recording it. For some reason, OBS is behaving slightly weirdly, but it is recording you. It's just not leaving, like, a record of your loudest sound like it usually does.
Oh. I blame my microphone. Don't blame OBS.
Oh, there we go. Cool, it's working again. Must have just been a visual glitch. It'll be good, though. It's still recording your voice.
But yes, Tomi is indeed best girl. I mean, we have 3 best girls, but they're all best girls, so how could you not say that about them?
We have 3 best girls and 3 best boys. And it's all of the Generation 3 units. Because Tomi is the 3rd and final of the Generation 3 units after seeing Natsuno and Miura, who are also in the best category. And then we have 1 Generation 1 and 2 Generation 4s. Generation 2 just doesn't get any rights, I guess. Generation 2 really does kind of get 3 of the weaker characters in the game.
But you gotta fall back.
Alrighty, Yori is
Your Sentinel's at its
2.
limit. I'll handle this. No, Tomi. We'll fight together. Come on, dork. What's the point of fighting together if it gets you killed? You gonna be dumb? Or you gonna listen to your best friend? Yeah.
Love her so much.
You're right.
The dialogue is just so naturally delivered.
See, this is why I wish these 2 talked more. They do have a good back and
Wait a
forth.
sec. I get it now. This thing's the cockpit of my Sentinel.
Another nice bit of foreshadowing, because as we see in Ogata's route, his story has him repeatedly turning to his Sentinel cockpit without knowing it, because he's trapped in a time loop of his own brain simulation. So it's a simulation inside a simulation. Love it.
There's the Inception reference.
Pretty much.
When I was first watching this and I saw Nenji show up, I was like, wait, he's in this too?
Yep.
I was kind of piecing together, you know, what are our main cast here, and the fact that, you know, he's here really threw me for a loop.
Ogata very nearly makes it to 4th best boy, but I just can't quite put him on the same level.
I wouldn't call him best boy, even though I absolutely love his character. There's a certain appeal best boy has for me, and like, Ogata isn't my personal definition of a best boy, but he is, like, I would say he is one of the best characters in the game.
Ooh, we can hear your dogs for once, that's rare.
Oh, he's at being too loud. I bet you it's because my food's here. The food that was supposed to be here an hour ago.
Jesus Christ, gotta love delivery.
Alright, well, I'll try to see if I can cut that out on my end, but in the meantime, Nenji.
Is that your food? I can wait for a minute.
Yeah, I'll double check real quick. You can go through a few more lines, I won't be long.
Okay.
You charged out first all thumping your chest, and it took you this long to get here?
The train stopped. I got kinda lost in the crowd. But I got this now, Kisaragi. You can hang back where it's safer, okay?
I just got here, you moron. I'm not going anywhere.
I love the dynamic between these two. Kisaragi and Nenji might have one of the best relationships in this game. It's one of the more developed ones, and there's just... It may not be the most emotionally impactful or anything like that, but it's maybe the most fun to watch, and that really helps boost it, in my opinion. Also, nice attention to detail that they actually bothered to get Megami in her outside portrait, rather than just keeping her in the Sentinel because she's repairing it at the moment. Not a lot of games would actually go to that effort to make the change.
Fine, whatever. Just tell me which of these bozos I gotta trash.
The one with 4 legs, right in front of you. Tomi's Sentinel won't be much good against it. But your first generation Sentinel is perfect for close combat.
Destroy all the things.
Alright, good news is, food is here. I'll get it, I'll get it after this recording.
Excellent. So we just started the battle. Megami is still repairing. We got an interaction between Nenji and Tomi, and I just commented on how they have maybe the most fun relationship in the game. even if it's not quite the most emotionally impactful.
Because it's pretty underdeveloped, but yeah, it's just the few back and forths we get for the two are just so fun. Especially on Tomi's end. Like, it's real. She bounces off Megami, it's great.
So this is the High Quad, and during the story, High Quads are actually mildly scary, because they're armoured and have a decent amount of health, and they're quite big and have some pretty powerful skills. But once you hit post-game, there's much worse that you have to deal with.
Okay, let's get him.
Unless it's like a boss High Quad, in which case, yeah, they're just super,
Oh
super
yeah.
tanky.
Yeah, there's like, those are nasty.
Right, of course I can't hit that. Do I go for an EMP stun with her at least? So it can't move? I might do that.
I'll handle this. Was that okay? We must survive.
They're like any other punks.
Ooh, he starts with Demolisher Blade. Okay. I forgot he started with Demolisher Blade.
Now Nenji is one of the, I want to say the best Gen 1, if memory serves correctly.
I mean,
Like,
both him and Sekigahara are very, very powerful. They have slightly different specialties. Nenji's Demolisher Blade is better, but more expensive. Meanwhile, Sekigahara's is still amazing, but not as good, and can be used a lot more without needing to recharge. So they're kind of both on equal footing. Except Sekigahara gets boosted by his new skills in the updated version of the game, whereas neither of Nenji's are worth using. Which is kind of unfortunate. Nenji is some of the worst new skills in the game. But he was already so strong, he arguably didn't need them.
yeah, like he was, if memory serves, basically the best character, like pure damage output wise.
Yeah.
So I can see why he didn't need buffs. He's already pretty broken. At the very least, when it came to taking out bosses, I had no better character for that than Nenji.
Let's do this. Yeah!
Yeah, I love how, even in the tutorial,
What do I do?
one Demolisher Blade just, like, almost completely killed the High Quad.
Here comes the pain. Get bit. That all you got?
Really shows his damage output.
Did
Like,
they just
man,
get
it's
reinforcements? We've got
like,
two
man,
more
he's such a
threats incoming.
useful unit on the battlefield. Like, any chance I had to use him, I took him. Like, he was a bit over-leveled at times. Even though I generally try to keep everyone roughly at the same level, it was hard to not want to lean towards the better characters.
Yeah, some characters definitely ended up significantly higher level than others in my playthrough. Like Natsuno being, at that time, the worst unit, was very low level, in comparison to like Miura and Nenji, who both were super high level.
Natsuno stat-wise
I was
isn't
just
that
thinking
great.
I was running out of asses to kick.
I used her all the time just because I loved her.
The main thing is, in the original version of the game, before everyone got more unique skills, she was a Generation 3 unit without the skill that makes the Generation 3s worth using, Super Large Missile. So she had all of the weaknesses and didn't have the giant boost in power to make up for it. That was why she was the worst. Now, she's one of the best, because her new skills, even though she still doesn't have Super Large Missile, are very, very useful.
My Sentinel's fixed. I can get back on the field. Please, Tomi, let me fight with you.
And working in
Sentinel number
more
23.
gameplay mechanics.
Transmitted.
The fact that she was fighting alone, you
protect
know,
you.
she's low on, I guess, yeah, she's low on her health, and no, you need to sit out, let me take care of this, and you know, you get a few turns without her, and then she's like, alright, I'm ready to come back in, my Sentinel's fixed.
Because when your Sentinel does get low on health, you do actually need to leave the battle temporarily to repair it.
Two girls and their robots against the world. You know, we could record this and be set for life.
I love that line. That line stuck out to me when I first got to this level, and I
There's
still love it.
hope.
What does she start with? Okay, it's the second half of the battle. What does she start with? Pulse lasers, which are the only bullet sprays that are actually mildly good because they're at least armor piercing. Shield matrix and flare torpedo.
I don't use flare torpedoes too much. I
won't
mean,
give up.
they are useful in a pinch, but they aren't my first choice when it comes to
Number
damage
23.
output.
Moving.
They ought to be used to fights by now.
There you go.
Chew on this. Take it. See this
I
away.
did just
So,
walk
what's my next
straight
move?
into a bunch of missiles. That was probably not the best idea. But,
True,
oh,
but Megami's
I can
close,
do
so she can shoot him down.
yeah, and she can also shield him. Let's go for some long-range missiles.
Score! Did you see that? We must
I mean,
survive
hey,
that kaiju.
she's gotta cover her boy, her
Initiate
very arrogant
Yes.
boy who just rushed into combat even though there were missiles flying everywhere.
They're like any
Someone's
other
gotta
dogs.
protect him. He ain't gonna do it for himself.
Oh yeah, he probably is the worst self-preservation of any of the characters, both in story and in gameplay.
So perfectly. You made a perfectly character-accurate move there, even if it wasn't the best combat-wise.
Yeah! Got him!
Oh, it knocks them back. That's
This is all
useful.
pretty freaky.
I love his punk voice. His punk voice is just so fun to listen to.
So, what's my next move? I need to think things through.
Deploys a mine at target area. Upon detecting kaiju, it explodes, overheating them. So this doesn't really do damage. I think it applies a damage over time debuff.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
Number
use it too
16.
much.
Moving out.
What now? They're like any other punks.
Or it should display like active debuffs or something in the info menu, but it doesn't.
I'll try. Let's do this. Take it. That all you got?
Yes.
Okay. What now?
One more attack should do the trick. That thing will
Die
go down
already.
easy.
Got him. That's it.
Oh, there's more. Oh, but it's gonna wipe them. Yep, okay.
I was about to say, oh no, the girls are vulnerable.
They all vanished. What just happened?
Aegis activation confirmed. That area is now secure.
Hey, he's that second year.
Renya Goto. He's from the future. Further into the future than me.
And I love how here we're establishing that not only is there time travel into the future, there's multiple distances of future at stake here. I mean, we have already seen the 2020s and the 2060s, but like, it implies that characters are coming from places like the 2060s and the 2100s, although I don't think we've been exposed to the 2100s yet.
Not yet, but it does get your imagination going when she says further into the future than me.
Great line.
Yeah,
Very
and she's
evocative.
right. He's from the 2100s.
No, he's from the 2060s.
Really? I thought he was from the 2100s.
Yeah, the 2100s are Jiro, Chihiro, and Okino.
That was
The
from the 60s.
The 60s are Goto, Sekigahara, and Ryoko, I think?
I actually no. I think you have it swapped. If I'm just going by memory here, because if I recall, Sekigahara and Shinonome were fighting because their world was destroyed. I know for a fact that that Iori was originally from the 60s, because at some point Chihiro is from the 60s.
No, she's not.
At some point she's...
It's listed.
remember-
It's listed in the mystery files. 2100s is Jiro, Chihiro, and Okino. 2060s is Sekigahara, Ryoko, and Goto. The 2020s are Tomi, Megami, and Amiguchi. The 80s are Natsuno, Nenji Ogata, and fuck, who's the third one?
I guess I was mixing up the 60s.
Yuki's the third one. And then the 40s are Tamao, Miura, and Hijiyama.
I guess I was mixing up the 60s and 2100s, because I guess in my memory I thought that that bridge scene was in the 60s, and
No,
I
it's
vividly remembered Chihiro being on that bridge and saying like, oh, this was the year I was born, so I guess I got them mixed up.
This is why I said the 60s barely gets any time, because the little time you were attributing to the 60s isn't even in the 60s.
Well, I was giving the 2100s even less credit.
Yeah.
Well, whoops.
Megami, when we're done with all this fighting, we should go get some crepes. I know a great little place near school. Yeah, wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yakushiji, prepare to intercept. The D forces have changed course.
We won.
That's the victory. Okay,
Alright.
I like that the tutorials are feeling like actual battles now. They're mostly just introducing all of the characters now, rather than new game mechanics. And that's refreshing.
Which is when these battles, or tutorial battles rather, are at their most interesting, when you get a lot of story setup in them, rather than just kind of recapping what you just saw. Not that I necessarily minded that, because I still think the dialogue was really engaging, and we're still subtly setting stuff up. But again, when you just see Nenji here, you're like, whoa, he's in this too? And I really love that immediately juxtaposition, that you just weren't expecting that as a new player. Because he's just this random punk from the 80s, except he's not. He's apparently a big character in the story now.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool moment. Any other thoughts we want to end on, or shall we proceed to the next level?
I'd say let's keep going forward.
Excellent. Well, that about covers it for this video. We'll catch you in the next one, which we're about to start recording in like 5 seconds. This is Hamburger Chariot and Mirth Mauser signing out.
We'll see you then.